not only will Satan lose, God wins, the world wins, because we are the collective, and everything that we do helps the earth. So if we put out good, then it helps our earth. If we don't succumb, we just live an authentic life, okay? What we want to do, not what we have to do by our parents' standards, by our bosses' standards, by other people's standards. It's real life. I once, when I got out of school, had a friend that lived back in a desolate area. They had an outhouse, and there was no electric or anything. And she kind of always wanted to be a forest ranger anyway, so it kind of worked for her, but it just, she wasn't a forest ranger, but she just went and lived like one. And I know another person that I went to school with, and she got into just living that way, and she was just so much more at peace. She wasn't in the rat race, chasing around, wearing herself out to just get junk that you throw away eventually. She was, spending time with herself and nature and things that she really cared about. These people didn't have TV either. I mean, TV's okay, but, there's a time and a place, not every day of your life and what's on to kill. Unless you're in pain, and I totally understand that. Believe me, I watched a ton of movies. I had the video library to prove it. Yeah, Holy Spirit. On DVD, VHS, and computer, yeah, hard drives and flash drives. Yeah, I did have a kick-ass library, didn't I? So, there's time. But I didn't do, I really never had cable. So I didn't, it was when I'd get a special, and it just record. I mean, a special deal with the cable company. They don't do that anymore. They used to do like 3 months for all the specials, or even 2 or 3 specials. I mean, premiums. And we just, I saved them, and we always had them for my son and his friends and stuff. It was, kids would come and hang out and just stay out of trouble. I knew they were in my house. At least they weren't out stealing and that. I don't know what they were doing in the room, because I you can't hover. They gotta do something somewhere. You just gotta, check them out once in a while and see for smells, or check their pupils and things like that. But it just, at least you know what they're into, what they're doing. And some kids need guidance. Some parents are busy because they're not awake yet and they're still out in the rat race. So if you can help kids, I mean, they're our future, they need guidance. It takes a village. Who cares, you know? You can try and help. I can't imagine living with these kids. I had one that I took in, and a few that I had on the weekends, and I can't imagine having care for them full time. But to help them and let them see a little bit of normalcy and maybe how it could be, even though there was no father figure around where we were, but there were rules and there were behaviors expected. I don't know. That's how it should be, though. I mean, you still got rules and behaviors expected, out in the world when you're an adult. So why shouldn't kids learn that at home? I don't know. A lot of parents have gotten lax on a lot of things because of chasing the rat race. I don't know. I really hope Mr. Donald Trump builds those cars in America with none of that stupid crap on there, What was wrong with the cars in the 70s and the 80s without all that computerized stuff on there? That's half the fun of driving a car, is learning the smells, the oil, the fluids that go in it, knowing where they are, what they do, and that you should take care of your vehicle because, it holds your life and your family's lives. So you shouldn't just leave it, to computers. Watch a scary Doctor Who thing and you'll get it. I don't know. I heard Tesla's changing. Good luck, Elon. I don't know. I can't imagine where he got that engine from. I know he's into energy harvestation, and he's got him and, who is it, between Amazon and Facebook, let's say, there's, data centers, huge information. And, these things are on, recording you all the time. Because I don't know who knows, but Elon Musk bought Amazon, and Alexa is on 24/7. And I've had confirmation that Neuralink is the mark of the beast. So Tesla had to go. I don't know. I can't imagine how you'd sell that to people. People, I don't know, people give their souls away. That's sad. I followed a guy the other day. Tesla's got a beautiful, sweet wife, and he bought a Tesla. It's like, you let the devil in your life. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. This is the notes anyway. What's he gonna say? Oh, God. Notes about the God winning. That's what I've, Pastor Greg, people need to come to God, and it's the way out of the matrix, and it brings a peace in your life. I can't explain it. I don't know. I mean, I still fret on some days when I'm checking out different messages from God, and it still upsets me, some of the ones that I find, and I'm trying to figure out how to deal with that. But yeah, we're here to heal the planet. We all came together at this time. We all agreed up in the great beyond to be incarnated at this time to fix the world and solve its hate, animosity, anger, the 7 deadly sins issues. The abuse just got worse and worse and worse over the years. And we all agreed. I don't think it's just me and my little coven. I think it's everyone incarnated that is around. Some are new souls. I shouldn't say. But the reincarnated souls, if you have any kind of soul memory or dreams about other lifetimes than that, it very well could be, I don't know, or other celestial places or beings, or I don't know. I don't have dreams, so I shouldn't say, but I've talked to other people, and they've experienced a lot of different things. My coven stole my dreams for years, or else my ex. I don't know who. He was using me as a conduit. And now that I'm awake, I can tell when he's doing it. So I don't know if this is going online or not, but that's from my knowledge too. Just notes. I don't know. Just revelations right now, little memories of things. Holy Spirit that gave me the real revelation, the unconditional forgiveness, and the demons had to be exposed. And we are all experiencing massing. They had to awaken me so that I could awaken them. And we could all have unconditional love and forgiveness in this lifetime. And then, I don't know, I think Satan goes away, or I don't know, maybe I heard something about 2030. I keep hearing stuff about 2030. But I also heard that we're jumping timelines the way we're advancing and waking up around the United States and the world. And now China got an earthquake, and their military got taken out. First, their town that they celebrated their military and got taken out for celebrating their military. God said, "Psha, you're military. Let's let it go." And then the tsunami that didn't happen because the HARP guys, the weather guys, kind of wanted to cause another tsunami. Yeah. Those aren't an accident, but they got all prepped for it, I guess. Wherever the country that was going to do it, they got all prepped for it. And God's like, nah, we're not doing that again. Because I guess it was over by Japan and the Pacific somewhere, I guess. Or maybe India again. I really don't know. But there was supposed to be a tsunami, and they even got prepped. There's stories all around about it. And God said, nah, I don't think so, not this time. It's the year of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, and the powers that weren't getting their way with a lot of things. And the things that they are, God is allowing to happen because lessons still need to be learned, I guess. That's how this works. If you're doing something and you're just banging your head against the wall, it's because that you have not learned your lesson. You're not in alignment, and there's still lessons to be learned. And it might not even be you. It might be your cohorts that you're fighting with, your antagonists, your catalysts that are sent to awaken you and teach you soul lessons. Not all are awakeners, but some. Well, it depends on the trauma, but some are catalysts to trigger you to awaken. And then in a freak accident, mine was to awaken my tormentors, but it can be taught all other things. I mean, a guy can get a girl pregnant and realize that, man, you shouldn't be with her if you really don't like her, things like that. Or women, the same thing. You gotta raise their kid, you're gonna have it probably the way the courts work. And, that's a big responsibility for someone you don't even like. And when their child's gonna have, that child is going to have characteristics of them that you didn't even know existed, or you did know existed and you didn't like or couldn't live with. You're going to learn to live with those traits one way or another. Sorry. That's karma and soul lessons. That's, sex before marriage is sin. And even, sometimes it's even you get married and that happens because you didn't know each other and you weren't in really alignment. You got married for the wrong reasons. Maybe security, maybe lack of options, maybe thinking, old generational thinking of, well, you're this age, you should be married, you should have a wife, and that's the best one you found so far. That's not a reason to get married at all. And God doesn't want us doing that. And raising kids with that. Think about what you're doing. I don't know, I'm going to have to learn to edit videos because this started out being notes on forgiveness and God's aspect of why I should forgive and I want to forgive. Hanging on to that, it's just tiring and it drains on you, even knowing that, if you see the person and they aren't doing so good and that, and it's like, yeah, I created that. No, and I gotta know I've had enough karma for a lifetime. 10 lifetimes. I don't want, they can make their own karma. But it's not on me. Whatever they do with their lives, it's not on me. I forgive them. Yeah, thank you. That's the best revelation there. 1455. I got to remember that one. Alright, I'm done. Holy Spirit still needs to guide me, and I gotta do a pre-read and a prayer and wrap my head and ask Holy Spirit and Michael and anyone else to guide me in my message. Or maybe just Holy Spirit for the time being. Alright, I'm done.